Welcome back. Today we are talking all about 10 things we no longer buy being full-time travelers in a van. This might be a little bit quirky, a little bit interesting, but let's go.
Number one on our list is Ziploc bags. So we buy specifically made for reusable bags, and it's really nice because they're a thicker plastic than like what a Ziploc is, and it makes it really easier to wash them out because you can like actually scrub them and things like that. And it kind of saves us on buying bags all the time, as well as using all that plastic. So we definitely love having that. And we also use like a glassware. I can't remember the name of the brand, but we just use glassware, like Tupperware kind of stuff, and we just use those as well for like leftovers or things like that.
And I want to add the reusable baggies. Those have lasted us 2 years, and we still don't need to buy new ones, so that is also saving money.
Yes, they will be linked below if you're interested in them.
Yeah.
Next on the list is regular toilet paper. So we don't have to use that mainly because in our composting toilet, bamboo breaks down way better, so we use bamboo toilet paper. It's not like we're telling you you have to make the switch, but if you're interested, that's what we use. You can get a pack of 36, apparently. So we got a big pack of 36, not on purpose, but we are going to be able to use that bamboo toilet paper for when we go to the bathroom and things like that.
And it's also a way better and way more sustainable option, so that's nice.
Yes,
too.
Definitely.
Number 3 on the list is extra clothes. Our van is pretty small, so we only have essentials. I think we have about a week and a half of winter mixed with summer clothes, so there is no room for extras. If we're out shopping, well, we really can't go shopping, but if we're out, we can't just pick up a nice shirt or a touristy coat. We're not allowed to do that because it won't fit in the van.
Yeah. Number 4 on the list is decor. So this will be your salt and pepper shakers, your cookie jars, your
signs.
Yeah, your signs, coffee mugs, things like that. We can't do that simply because everything has to have a place. So you guys will see here in a couple weeks for our van tour, we hung up a map in the back, and that was okay because it does not take up any space. But if we wanted to hang up a sign or things like that, it's way more of an effort to like get to stick on the wall, as well as, like I said, like if we had salt and pepper shakers, things that we have to worry about them breaking in the cabinets and things like that. So for us, if we buy something, it already has to have a place in mind before it gets in the van. Next on the list is tinfoil and plastic wrap. So when we have leftovers, like I said earlier, we'll usually put them in a glass bowl or things like that. But instead of maybe just wrapping something up in tinfoil or putting plastic wrap over a plate, which is frustrating enough as it is, you can what we use instead of these beeswax wraps, you can like put pieces of food in there and then not wax, but cover it up with that. So that's a really viable option. We also use, if we wanted to cook in like an oven or things like that, we'll use reusable silicone mat. So it's just like it's exactly what tinfoil would be. It's non-stick, but it's not tinfoil, so you don't have to keep buying and buying and buying. We bought those when we first moved into our apartment in college, so 3 years ago, and we still have the same exact one, so they're very durable as well.
Yeah. Next up, this might surprise you, this might make your jaw drop, but tissues. And don't get grossed out. So we don't buy tissues. We did at first, and it just ended up creating a lot of trash. And our trash can is about yay big, so we try to reduce our waste as much as possible. And we instead use reusable tissues. So it might sound gross, but it's no different than your child wiping their nose on their sleeve and you washing it. So it's kind of like a hanky book. That's what they're called. It's a little booklet that has pages, and you wipe your nose, you can blow your nose, and then you turn the next page. So all that yuck is covered up, and you don't have to see it, you don't have to touch it, and then you reuse like each page, and then once it's full, you throw it in the washing machine, and you get to reuse it. This may seem really gross, but I promise after a few times, it is not at all.
And we just want to clarify, or I want to clarify, it's not like actual paper pages.
Yeah, no.
It's like a
cotton material.
Yeah, like a cotton material, not like a page. So when she was describing that, I was thinking of like a page, which is disgusting.
No.
So that's not what it is.
It's like a cotton book. Next up is paper napkins. Again, your jaw probably is hitting the ground. That's okay. Instead, we use reusable bamboo cotton napkins. So it's the same concept where you use them and then you put them in the washing machine. They get washed and they're good to go. This definitely helps us reduce all that trash, and it's just nice because we don't have to buy napkins.
Yeah. Number 8 on our list is regular soaps. So this is important because when we live in the van, we can't have just any kind of soap. We at least we don't like to. We like to have some kind of at least eco-friendly soaps for dumping down gray water tanks and things like that. So we like to use an all-natural soap that comes in a block, and then you can cut it up and put it into water, and then it just dissolves, and that's your like hand soap. That's your. Do we use that for dish soap as well? Is it the same process?
No, we use a different kind of dish soap, but it's also eco-friendly, and all of these are made out of clean, simple ingredients. There's no chemicals or fragrances whatsoever.
Yeah, so we don't use like the Dial, the Dove. What's like other popular ones? I can't remember them.
The Dawn dish soap.
Yeah, like Dawn dish soap. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Like we don't use those. And for even like our showering and stuff, we just use Function of Beauty, which for my guys out there is like, oh my gosh, it's really like it's just a body wash and shampoo at that point. And we like to use those for the exact same reason as our hand soaps and dish soaps.
Yeah, like all of the additives and colors in normal soaps can really damage the earth, and we don't dump our water on the ground. We'll take it to a proper dump site, but still, we want to know we're doing our part.
Yeah.
Next up is feminine products. If you watched last week's video, I think it was last week's, the 7 essentials.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
1 or 2 weeks ago, we did a video on 7 quirky travel essentials, and I talked about how I use a like menstrual cup, which is just a silicone cup that you reuse and wash out, and it has been a game changer. We don't have to have all those pads and tampons laying all over the van, and it's so convenient. I can go on a hike and there's no mess, there's no trouble. So that's something we also don't buy.
Yeah, and saving them to like throw them away
that
somewhere.
Was gross
yeah,
too.
That too.
Number 10 on our list that we don't buy is household cleaners. Instead, we have one plant-based cleaner. It's actually called Thieves from Young Living. It is wonderful. So one little bottle of concentrate, which takes up so much less room than like having Lysol and toilet cleaner, kitchen cleaner, all of that. It's just one bottle, and that can make up to 6 months worth of cleaner. And it's an all-natural like concentrate, so we don't have to worry about the chemicals getting in our body in that small of an area. Also, we don't have all that waste from all those bottles, and it saves so much room.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we gave you some insight on what van lifers or full-time travelers don't need to buy. If you want to, go and check out that 7 quirky essentials that Molly mentioned a little bit ago, as well as check out below if you're interested in any of these items that we use. We'll have them linked below, and you can go check them out as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this week. We'll see you next week with another new video. Bye, guys.